All right, thank you guys. So today I'll be taking you through. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Jeffrey Benson. I'm the founder of Fire Peeps, and we have been around for more than a year now. Okay, so what Fire Peep actually came out for the need of people for consistency. Okay, I noticed I started Forex. That was 2017, November 2017. So I found out that there are some colleagues of mine that they weren't getting along because of their day job or because of one reason or the other. So I created Fire Peep so we can help one another to learn. So if you notice the disclaimer I put at my post, the pinned message is to help teach one another. That's what the community is all about. We will share educational content and to help one another. Then as time goes on, people grew. Then the needs also came that we need to start sharing signals with one another. Then I started giving out signals, and the signals were so accurate that a lot of people were having more than 50% return. Some were having 20% in a month. So with that, people's demand, we have to take it a step further by bringing in copy trade system, because some people, we noticed that people were missing entries, they were missing trades. Maybe at the time we send the trades, some probably at work, or because of time zone, most of them were from United States, some were from United Kingdom, some were in South Africa. Because of the time zone, they will probably be sleeping, while some from Australia to New Zealand, they'll probably be sleeping while we are taking those trades. So we have to come up with the copy system. So that's what we are all about today. Now, what's copy remote trading system? The copy remote trading system is a system that's automated, and whenever we place trades on our master account, it gets copied or mirrored to all our clients' accounts without you having to do anything, because everything has been loaded on our own virtual private server, which is VPS. You don't have to do anything. All you need to do is sleep, wake up, check your balance, and enjoy. And there was a testimony that's so spectacular to me that I saw last week about a friend of ours in the community. He wanted to buy a television, but when he gets to the shop, he found out that his money was not enough, so he had to come back home. The money which he had, which was his capital that he wanted to use in buying the television, he invested into copy trade system. And today, I'm proud to announce to you that he has even gotten ×2 of the money return. And yesterday, he went to back to the shop to grab his television, LG flat screen television. So that's what this system is all about. So it's alarming, and it's awesome the way people have been making huge amount of money. The way people, there's another person that more other testimonials that I sent to the group. Now let me pull up the Telegram so you see those testimonials, so you know how it works. All right. So many other testimonials that you really need to see that are very, very, very inspiring. Whenever I see your testimonials, I'm always super excited. All right. Okay, I'm always super excited. You can see this is an account. Oh, okay. Let me show you that account. Okay, this was a testimony from, he said he targeted $300 in 2 weeks, but got 600. That's doubled. Okay, this is how these testimonies have been rolling in on and on and on. You can see more here. This person making $106 in a day. Okay, this is another one. Okay, this is another person. Another person, she made $624. And move this so you can see clearly. She made $624. Is a lady actually, Mrs. Vera. She made $620 just in a day. Okay, now how do you get connected? Quickly, how you get connected is simply by signing up with our Fire Peep link. The reason why you need to sign up with our Fire Peep link, so we'll be able to monitor your accounts to know how the growth is going. How do we get to monitor that? Because every day we get sent your breakdown, like the commissions we earn from your referral link. Yes, we earn commissions. So with that commission that is sent to us, we make sure that your account is not being over leveraged. Whenever we see a huge growth that is not supposed to, let's say you start up with a $2,000 account, and we know the expected returns for that particular in a day, for that particular account in a day. Then if you are seeing something bigger than that, or we see something lower, then probably know that there's something wrong with that account. So we use it as a check. We use to check the account. So that's the reason why everyone has to sign up with our link. Okay. With that said, second step you have to do is to fund your account and forward to us your trading details. Your trading details includes your trading account number, your password. Okay, that's all. Your trading account number and your password to log into your MetaTrader 4, not your back office login, not your IC Markets secure.icmarket.com login. No, your trading accounts. Okay. So with that said, I just want you to know that you are fully in control of your money. You can pull out your trading money at any time. Your money is between you and your broker. You can make your withdrawals at any time. You can decide, oh, I'm no longer interested in this copy trade service. I'm opting out. Everything is highly customizable. It's controllable. It's all in your hands. Okay. So today, let me just show you quickly about the trading system that I've been using, and I believe you all should be doing the same thing. And remember, guys, if you have been in this system, you know that I don't trade more than 2 pairs. And those pairs, what? Can you type in the chat box if you know those pairs that I trade? If you know the 2 pairs that I trade, just type it in the chat box to show you've been following us. If you know those 2 pairs, drop that in the chat box if you know the 2 pairs that we trade. Just 2 pairs. Thank you. Sure that you guys have been following. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Björk. Thank you, Ben. Okay. Thank you, Ernest. Stephanie. Thank you. Ashwan. Thank you. Yes, just Euro USD and GBP USD. These are the only 2 pairs that we trade. But of recent, we concentrate more on GBP USD because of the volatility. It moves more. Remember, whenever you read our fire peep disclaimer or whenever you read our PDF, we tell you that we do not have a certain percentage return. Ayo, thank you. Yes, GBP USD and Euro USD. We don't have a certain percentage return. It is highly dependent on market volatility. So it depends on how market moves. That's how we also trade alongside. Okay. So with that, we dropped Euro USD for a reason. Now let me show you something on Euro USD on 15-minute chart quickly. You will notice that Euro USD has not been moving really cool. You can see the choppiness from this time zone to this time zone. It's not even up to 50 pip movement. Let's say, can you see this period separator, this dotted line, and this one that shows these are transactions that happen in a day. Now let's calculate the peak movement from the beginning of the day to the highest. It was not even up to 50 pips. That we only had 42 pips. So that's the reason why we dropped Euro USD for now. I'm not saying I'm not going to be trading it, but I just dropped it for now so that our accounts can have this multiplier effect. Okay, you can have. And I know all of our team guys, they want that. Okay, so that's the reason why we are focusing more on GBP USD. But I trade Euro USD and GBP USD. Now, why am I saying all of these things? I'm saying all of this so you can have focus. Okay, number one thing, have focus. Guys, you've got to focus. You don't need a million pair to be rich in this forex market. You do not need a million pair to be rich in this forex market. I'm sure you can see my notes, right? I make this bold. Okay, stay focused, guys. Stay focused. That's number one thing I want you guys to know. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Study one pair and make sure you are consistent. You know, understand the movement of that pair. Okay. Stay focused. Make sure you understand the movement of that pair. It's not necessary you choose the same pair that I'm trading. You can actually choose any other pair of your choice. There are a whole lot of pairs. You can even go to index. You can choose index. You can choose cryptos. You can choose anyone. But make sure you understand it. You study it, and take your eyes off the dollars. Okay. Take your eyes off the dollar. That's the second thing. Okay. When I mean take your eyes off the dollar is do not chase money. Okay. Do not chase money. Your goal, take your eyes off the dollar. Your goal first is to learn. Okay, your goal first is to what? Is to learn. When you learn, what happens? Dollars follows. When you learn, when you are good, when you understand what you're doing, your dollar, the money follows you. Sorry, I remember back then in 2017 when I was learning, a whole lot of things happened. There was a time I blew an account. There was a time I blew an account of $100, of $200, and also a time I blew an account of $10,000. Yes, there are also those down times, just like everything just ups and down because I was putting my eyes on the dollar. So not until I got a mentor, I told me that, okay, guy, you have to remove your eyes off the dollar. Okay, you have to remove your eyes off the dollar. And not until then I got that advice. And I started my trading decisions. The sentiment started to change. I had a change of mind. The mindset, I don't rush trades. I study one after another, and just I study one trade after another. I read a whole lot of books. because I knew what I was chasing, what I'm running, what I was working after. But today I can tell you I'm a six-figure trader. Okay, I'm a six-figure trader today. All right, because I just studied one pair, or just from one pair, most especially GBP USD. Okay, most of this money that I'm telling you, this six-figure trade, I'm going to be showing you all of this are from GBP USD and Euro USD, majorly from GBP USD. So first, you have to stay focused. Number two, you take your eyes off the dollars. And the three, you have to trust the process, guys. You have to trust the process. I can't overemphasize this enough. Now, remember, I told you there was a time I lost $100. I blew a $200 account. The time I also blew $10,000. Now, imagine I had despair. Would I have been a six-figure trader today? Of course, no, I wouldn't have. Okay, I'm sharing this so that you know. For those of you that are still blowing accounts till today, you're still blowing account. Maybe you're still thinking, oh, maybe this Forex thing is not for me. No, that's not true. So this Forex thing, trust me, is for everyone. Trust me, Forex is not by nature, rather it's by nurture. You nurture yourself to it. You can actually train yourself to be a very good trader. Yes, Bill Eckhart and William Dennis proved that already in Turtle Trading book. You can just go get that book and you read it. The book Turtle Trading by Michael Cover, where he trained some novice of traders just for 2 weeks. He taught them strategy for 2 weeks. Okay. After teaching them that strategy for 2 weeks, in a period of 5 years, those guys, they came out with millions. These are newbies, new guys from different spheres of life. There was a programmer, there was a farmer, they're just from different spheres of life. So that's to prove to you that this is by nurture, not just by nature. Some people believe that some are born with the traits of being a good trader. No, I don't believe that. Okay, you can actually make sure you train yourself, okay, by staying focused. Take your eyes off the dollar. That is, do not allow your emotions to rule you, guys. Don't allow your emotion. Whenever you're ruling money, whenever you're losing money, still be in check. Okay. And number three, you have to trust the process. So with that said, now let me take you to what we've been doing. I'm going to take you to my accounts. Now let me show you something real quick to prove to you that I've just been trading just Euro USD and GBP USD. I know this day will come, so that's the reason why I'm keeping this account. This is an account we started with $25,000. Started this account with $25,000 now today. Okay, somehow lagging because this is a VPS. Somehow, okay, it's fine. Now you can see, just look at the statistics down here, the statistics right here at this point. Now you can see the gross profit that we made so far, $289,000. Okay, and the gross loss is $130,272. Then the total net profit we made is $159,141. Okay, now do not keep your mind. Remember what I told you about take your eyes off the dollar. I know it may be very hard for you to take your eyes off this kind of dollar. This is because this is really huge to some people, why it's also a small amount to some other people. But one thing I want you to know is just know the way the charts. Can you see this, my chart? Can you see the way it's ascending, showing that we have been growing this account? Okay, you see just a resistance here. This one, it took me about a month for me to break out of about 100,000. Is it okay, or 10,000 something? What's this level? It's about 10,000. It took me about a month for me to break out from that level. It took me a whole lot of time, a lot of trials. That's $10,000. It took me a whole lot of time. I was trying. But today you can see the total right here. Now we have closed everything. You can see the balance currently is 184,000. The equity is 184,000. Everything, so that is no running trades. No running trades on this account. And you can see now, let me take you through the trades. You can see the trades right here. The quote, you see GBP USD, everything GBP. You're not going to, no mistake. There's no any other pair. Euro USD, GBP USD. That's what you're going to see. This is Euro USD here, GBP USD, on and on. And we keep increasing our lot size. Now, let me tell you something. These results is not magical. It's also possible. It can also be possible with you. Now, let me show you something real quick with how I do this, my calculation. I'm also bringing another account, which is $10,000. I'm also doing another one with $200. But for this one, for this example, I'll just give you an example with a $200. Okay. Okay, this is where I do my accounts. Here I do my analysis. I just come to Forex 21. You see, the starting balance for the one I want to do is $200. For those that started with copier with $200, okay. Now let's say averagely we have been making more than 20%. Now let's just put this 25% in a month. So 25% in a month, and the number of months, let's say in 1 year, that would be 12 months, right? That would be 12 months. So put in 25% in 12 months, you calculate, then that person is going to be having 2,900 US dollars. That's 2,910 US dollars. Okay, that will be the result you're going to be having. Now let's try to subtract your subscription. Yes, because you're going to subscribe. Subscription is $35 in a month. That's $35 times 12. Let me do that quickly on my phone. 35 times 12. Okay. Have my time. All right, 35 times 12. That'll be 420. Okay. So minus 420 from this your profit. How much would be left? That would be your net. That would be your profit, your total profit that you'll be having. That if you leave it to compound, guys. If you leave the money to compound, you can see how to just small amount, $200, just 72,000 naira. 72,000 naira can make you millions in naira. Can make you millions in naira. Okay. Okay. Now let's subtract 72. Let's subtract the subscription money from what you get last 2,910 minus 420. That you'll be having 2,490 left. That's a very good return on investment in a year. Trust me, bank will not pay you that. If you drop your money in a bank, United States have the best banking system in the world, and yet it takes you 833 years to double your money. Yes, 833 years for you to have your money doubled in United States. And trust me, if it's the Nigerian banking system, he wouldn't need that money, because I'm sure alerts and all those charges would have finished all the money for you. Okay. All right. So with that said, now let me do more examples for you. Now let's say you started with $1,000. Okay, and the anticipation, let's drop the percentage per month. Let's say, to be very, 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 very fair, let's drop that 20%, which of course we even make more. Currently, this month we have made more than 50% this month, and we are just, today's date is just 13. Yeah, it's 13th of May, and we are sitting in profit of more than 50%. So should be just conservative. Let's say 20%, because there are some other months that we made 26, 25. Some other month we made 15. That was March. March we made 15%. Okay, so with $1,000, we starting balance of $1,000, and the percentage per month is 20%. So how much will we have in a year? That will be 8,916 US dollars. Guys, that's crazy. That's huge. That's big. That's big. Now let me try to convert that to naira. All right, let's try to convert that to naira. So you see how much money you will be making. That's 8,916. Okay, times 360. See that? So you'll be making a little over 3 million in a year. This is an investment starting with 360,000, which is $1,000. Okay, in a year you'll be making a little. That's 3.2 million. Yes, that's what compounding interest is. Albert Einstein said something. He said, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Those that understand it earn it. Those that do not understand it pays it. Okay, make sure you fall into the categories of those that understand compounding. Okay, do not look at the short-term goal. Do not look at the short-term profit. There's time that will be losing money. A whole lot of people some amateur traders will be messaging me, giving me some funny financial advice. Why don't you think we cut this? Why don't you think we add more positions so that it can be scaled up? Sometimes I laugh about these things, because they don't know amount of pressure that they're even putting on us. They're even putting their account at risk, because they're giving false and wrong advice. So please, if you have been doing that before, please do not try that again. All right. So now let me show you something quickly on my trading view, how I do my charts and my markup every day. Now what I do is, the simple thing that I do is I look at just GU and EU, as I've said earlier, and I go to 4 hours to check the directional trend. You can see this trend without even being told, it's what? It's a downtrend. This price is what? It's going down. With your naked eyes, your bare eyes, you can see that it is going down. That's the directional trend. Then I look at 1 hour I check 1 hour for what? The current trend. There are times that there may be difference with current trend and the directional trend, the general trend. since I'm a day trader, this is the system I follow. But those that are swing trader, you may want to do this on weekly, daily, and pick your entry on 4-hour. But I pick my entry on 15 minutes. I check my direction. I check my current trend on 1 hour, and I check my directional trend, the whole move, general trend on 4 hours. Okay, that's what I do basically. So with that said, you can see currently it is down. Then maybe I come after I've checked the directional trend on 4 hours, it is a downtrend. I go to 1 hour, then I start plotting what my trend lines. So that's what I do all day long. I plot my trend. You can see history. I've designed my chart with a lot of trend line. And there are times I'll just come and I delete some, so not to make the whole stuff, not to make my whole setup messy. Okay, that's what I do all day long. I just connect my chart and I follow chart patterns, and I support it with my zones, my supply zones. Now, let me take you to my MT4. So basically what I do on my MT4, you can still see this to show you that I don't trade any other pair. You see Euro USD, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. GBP USD, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. So let me take you over this again. On GBP USD, I made this a black background because I don't really do anything much here. I only check my trend, the directional trend for the week or for the day. So that's what I just come to H4 to decide that what the trend would likely be. And one thing is sure, you can be wrong. You could be wrong, and it's allowed. If you are wrong, just stand up, dust up your feet, and you keep moving on. Life goes on. There are times that we lose big, and there are times we also make big too. Okay, so do not be scared whenever you lose money. So directional trend. I'm trying to take this far back home. Sorry, let me pull up. Okay, now here's it. You can see for last week, you can see this period separator indicates 1 week. For last week, you can see the whole move was what? A downtrend. Now, how do I spot downtrend? How to know if the week is going to be in a downtrend or in an uptrend? Like this week that we have entered right now is most likely going to be what? A downtrend. It's going to sell. There's some people that I told when they came to my office, I told them that last week is going to be a bearish trend. And they were like, oh, how do I get to find that out? Now, let me prove that to you and how that works on GBP USD. And there are so many other things that could also affect it, but let me just explain the basic concepts. Now, the first two 4-hour candles on GBP USD will tell you the directional trend, the high and low for the week. Now, let me tell you, and I'm going to prove it to you, this would only be wrong, let's say 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Okay, now, and if it is even wrong, it's not going to give you drawdown of less of like 50 pips, maximum of 50 pips. Now, let me show you something. You can see right here, the first 2 candles is this one. Now, you want to pay attention. The first 2 candles is this one with this is a doji, and this bearish one. So you want to pick your line, okay? Once you take your line, put it on the high, all right? And this second one, put it on the low of these first 2. So this is the high of that week, and this is likely going to be your low too. We don't know. It could either break to any other side, to any of the side, any of which side. But for this week, immediately broke to the downside and retested this line. I knew that's what going to be a downtrend week. Do you understand that? If you understand that, type number 2 on the chat box. If you don't understand, drop number 1 on the chat box. But while I'm waiting for your reply, let me give you another example. Now, let's look at 2 weeks back. 2 weeks back, remember I said first 2 candles on 4-hour time frame. First 2 candles. You can see the small one, this one on doji. This small, let me zoom in. Right. This small candle right here. This small one. Now let me bring up my annotation so you guys can understand better. You can see this small one. This is the first one. That's the first candle for the week on 4 hours, and this one is the second one for the week. So what I want to do, I want to know the high. I'll look for the high, okay, and the low of it. So whichever way it breaks to, that will be the trend. If it breaks to the upside, it will be a what? An uptrend. If it breaks to the downside, it will be a what? To be a what? A downtrend. That's all I do all the time, guys. That's how I determine the trend. So that's why today I was selling GBP USD. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little secret of what I face every day. I face a lot of messages, people telling me wrong decision. Oh, do not sell, start buying and stuff. I do not pay attention to them because I know what I'm doing. Okay, so a guy texted me, was sending me a message continuously telling me, oh, it's a buy trend, it's a buy that, why should I have sold? Because it's part of the copy. I was seeing what was going on because we're in a little drawdown. I just left him because I know this week is going to be what, a massive sell. So I'm still expecting more sell, more drop to the downside. So that's why I'm just positioned. I'm waiting for GU for it to retrace a little to the upside, then give me a very good entry, then I enter for a sell to the downside. So this is what I do. This is how I know the drops. Okay, so now let me give you one more example quickly. I'm going to pull up this same horizontal line. Okay, yeah, it's a horizontal line. So then I look for the low. I'm only targeting these two candles. Okay, let me put them on the spot so you guys understand. This is just the candle I'm targeting. Now you want to pay attention. These first two. How do you know that it is this first two? Because you put your period separator. Once you put your period separator, the first two 4-hour candles, that's what you're going to be using. Okay, so this 1 and 2, you locate the low and the high. Very simple. So the low is at this point. So that, what price is that? That's 1.29145. That's the low. Then I'll move this one. Then the high is 1.29422. Okay, 1.29422. So if it breaks to the upside, it's an uptrend. If it breaks to the downside, it's a downtrend. That's all you need to do. Then you don't go to the lower time frame to be picking your entries. 15 minutes. Guys, try this on any pair. But I don't know if it works on other pair, but you can just backtest it and try. But for GBP USD, there are also some other principles that work for other pair. Just find it out, guys. Find it out. The reason why I have to tell you guys is so you don't give up. Just so you don't give up. If you are having challenges in any trade, okay, in any maybe your trade setup, you're not making money, you're not profitable yet, just stick with one forex pair. Study it over and over again. I'm not saying you only have to, you can be successful just trading one pair. No, you can also trade a whole lot of pair and still be successful. Okay, but all I'm saying is concentrate, focus your attention. That's what I'm saying as you are starting. All right. So now let me go to the question segment. Okay, they said I should repeat. Okay, I've repeated that. I'm sure you guys understand now. If you understand, drop number 2 on the chart box. If you understand, drop number 2 on the chart box. You can see the first 2 4-hour candle. That's what you are going to use. That's why most times you notice on Monday I do not trade. So I only saw a huge opportunity today. That's the reason why I picked the trade. On Mondays I did not trade. Mondays is to determine your directional trend. These are secrets I'm telling you that are worth $5,000. I learned these secrets. More than $5,000. Okay, I learned this whole thing worth more than $5,000. That's what I'm giving you out for free. That's to tell you the love and the passion I'm really giving out for. These are Fire 15 because I know we are going places. It's not about the money. It's about the connection. It's about the connections we build with one another. So there are times this year I'm going to be traveling to South Africa. I'll be traveling to Dubai to meet some other guys that are in that country that are all connection from Fire Pip. So it's not just about the money. All I want to do is just to create a connection of traders where we all share ideas, we network, we meet one another, just live freely, have financial freedom, and live life happy, help people solve problems, help our organization, help charity. That's all the dream. That's what Fire Pip is all about. So it's about the money. So if you know, we charge for a remote trading system that costs some people, they charge, a friend of mine in the United States charge $200, okay? And they're not even really making money, much profit as we do. I'm not making mockery of them, but it's actually worth it. I'm supposed to be charging $500 for this remote trading system and increase the limit from $200 to $1,000 or $500, okay? But it's not about the money. That's what I just want to let you guys know. So that's the reason why I'm charging $35. The service actually is $30. $5 is for your hosting, okay? And I make sure I'm hosting you myself. I'm taking all the data for you, and I'm doing everything all for you. It's almost free, guys. I'm doing these things intentionally because it's not just about the money, okay? All right, okay, Mrs. Very sick. I should carry. Okay, yeah, Dubai. Oh, yeah. By this year, by God's grace, I should be heading to Dubai, meeting you guys. And before then, we're going to have a meeting here in Nigeria. All those guys that are in Nigeria that have been making money through Fire Pips in remote trading system, we're going to have a get together here in Nigeria, and the event is going to be massive. Trust me. We're going to have a get together here and share some ideas, share some trade ideas, share business ideas, share how to liberate one another. It's not just going to be trades. We're going to see ourselves, talk about what we do aside for us, just network, you understand? Because that's the reason, that's the goal I have in mind while I was creating this whole system. Okay, with that said, now I'm sure you guys understand how to determine the trend. Now, trust me, once you are able to get one pair and you understand the movement, you will never hungry in your life again. Underline that. You will never go hungry. You will never go hungry in your life again. Trust me. Like right now, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm only telling you the truth, and it's a fact. As I am right now, I can go to any country with nothing and I'll still make a living. How? Through Forex. Through Forex. Because once I'm able to lay my hands on $200 or $100, I can flip that, replicate that, and even get money from other people, trade for them, and even make them happy. Even make them happy, make more money for people around me. Okay? So why am I saying this? This is just to motivate you that you should trust the process. Even if you're still blowing your account right now, take your eyes off that. Go back to demo. Learn. Make sure the system, the pair you are taking, you understand it fully well before you go on live. Now, one of my principles back then when I was having a premium class, I stopped the premium class for some reasons. Okay, one of the principles I give to my mentees was they make sure they double their account before they go live. That's one of the principles I give to them, and it has been working for them. Someone still messaged me the other time that he's making over $600 daily, $600 daily on his capital, $600 daily on his capital. All right, so that's what. Okay, Miss. Okay, if you say you're already making people here happy, I'm glad you guys are happy, and I'm also happy because you guys are my heroes. You are my inspiration. Once you are happy, I'm happy. Once the system is working right, that simply means you guys are making money, and then I am too. I'm also making money. All right, so that's what the system is all about. Okay, so if you have any question, drop in the chat box. Let me answer that question. So that's basically much it. So I'm going to end the recording right now. Then I focus on you guys that are here live and I answer your question. All right. Questions?